Hello YouTube, yes the camera's black, just for now, till I'm done talking. Anyway, I haven't posted a lot of videos recently, because I really haven't had any way to post them, and I haven't had a lot of time, but I'm here now to fix that, and, anyway, I'd like to show you something that all my friends and I will be working on. I already worked on it a little bit, but I'll kind of let you guess what it is first, but I don't know if you can hear these sound effects. Let me turn this up. Yeah. So there's like sounds to lock it. Of course I haven't told you what it is yet. Alright, I give up. Anyway, this is a custom user interface. Right now, it's entirely written in Python. It works using pygame, and it only runs perfectly on a Mac. Perfectly meaning it opens all the apps and runs graphics smoothly. But anyway, for now, yes, this is Windows Vista. I would like to show you how it works. So if you'll notice, I have my Python script. Yes, this is called Jupee GUI, although the full name for it is Jupee Shell. When we're done with it, there will be a free release here, probably a link on YouTube, and then yeah, and then any support or anything you wanna tell us, well, you can put that in the comments. But here you go, it runs full screen. If it'll run this time on Vista. Yep, okay. So, first I want to point out, this is just a very basic lock screen. There's going to be a lot added, like a status bar or something. Except, unlike Android and iOS, Ubuntu, the status bar is not going to be at the top. It's not going to be up here. Instead, it's going to be here, going from the top right down to the bottom right. Which leads me to the next thing. So here's our user icon, screen with a lock on it. How do you unlock it? Well, there's no sliding or fancy keys or anything. There's no passwords yet, but the filming of this should be, I think this is July 1st. Yeah. So anyway, this is harder to see on this picture, but it randomly loads in a background. Anyway, I'll get into that in a sec. There's this simple click to unlock, so let's move it down here. Click it. There's two different transitions. The desktop background is going to be changed because my friend has a couple of cool pictures. This was just a space holder, just temporarily. So it's not going to do anything if you click any of these apps here. So if I move my mouse over here, click it. On a Mac, what it does is it'll take it out of full screen mode because I was having a problem. My problem being that, like, if you opened an application, it wouldn't pop up, like the window wouldn't come to the foreground because this was overlapping everything. And so yeah, I fixed that by making it go into windowed mode, then opening the application. See how it fell from the top that time? Click that computer screen to lock it. I wonder why it's not loading the other image. There we go. See? Now it'll randomly choose an image and then load it. But just to give you a general sense, I like having it different every time. It runs smoother on newer computers. Anyway, sorry, enough of the boring stuff. So I'll just point out what all these icons do. Now this is very hard to see. See if I can focus that in. Might have to go out. Anyway, this top one here, where you can kind of see the mouse moving around on it, that is text edit on a Mac, and that's going to be Notepad on Windows because that's the equivalent. But yeah, the mouse is moving on that. This doesn't do anything yet. Because see, some of the icons need to be redone. These can't be moved yet either. They're pretty much just sitting there. Alright. This will open iTunes, but still doesn't do anything. There's Open Safari, because it's already pre-installed on a Mac. That's gonna be the equivalent for Windows is Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. You can change that in the settings menu. Alright, down here, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for Windows. Maybe a shortcut to like gmail.com or something. This is a mail icon, although there's no mail application in Windows that I know of, although I don't use it all the time. And this is calculator right here, so it'll open calculator. And then you'll notice the system icons right here are bigger than just standard icons. I don't know if you can tell. So this one, I'll explain these all, and then this is the older version. So right here, and the newer version, because this isn't on my eMac at home, you have a button, so when it takes you out of full screen, click the button, it brings you into full screen again. This, as you can tell, just absolutely nothing right now. That is supposed to switch desktops, because in the next release, I will have another desktop that contains 2 or 3 folders. You can put your own apps in it and everything, and then you can open them and then change like the background picture in the next release, because there's going to be a whole nice settings menu. You can change that between 3 of the defaults. Well, they're not all going to be defaults, but I just kind of like this background. Now you'll notice if I mouse over this minus, that subtraction symbol, it's going to print close next to it. That'll close the shell. This does nothing yet, although when there's going to be like up here a set of 3 buttons, or 2 buttons. It's going to be pause or like play and then skip. So you can start playing a song from the special music directory, and then you can skip a track, pause it, and then you can stop it with that. That's green actually, but it's not focusing very well. It's supposed to be green. Now, I'll click it and see that nothing happens. Now down here, takes me to lock screen. So, that's pretty much all there is so far, although I would like to talk really quickly about what's planned. I've done pretty much everything to this so far, although I'm going to get a lot of help from my friends later. That includes Burrito Samurai. Like I said, written entirely in Python and pygame as of now. Yes, there's going to be a GUI setup menu, so it's going to be graphical user interface, kind of like settings in a Mac. It'll actually make sense, unlike control panel. Oh crap, sorry. Unlike control panel on Windows, it'll actually make sense. And there's going to be a different default background. Then it's going to be different than this one. And yeah, other things. There's going to be status notifiers in the bottom, like the bottom left, probably just like a small area right there. So I've been working and I finally have it down. Although, okay, of course I can't show you this because I don't have it with me, the right file. I've been learning Python TCP communication. So now there's what we call a LAME. I know it sounds funny. It's an acronym. Local Area Message Extender. Or extension, I mean. So it adds like software support extensions and functionality and stuff to this. Anyway, so say that somebody sends you a message. Well, in the background, this is constantly going into the network, into your local network, checking for any new messages coming to you. Each person gets a specific port, which is like a phone number, basically. If you're going to send them a message on their network, you have to have their port number, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna assign them. It's gonna be kind of hard because if there's like 3 different people on your network and somebody has the same port as you, it's gonna be kind of hard. But I'll figure it out later. And then say you're not on the chatting application, lame, but somebody sends you a message and you're still using Jupee shell, this thing right here. It will make a little pop-up window. And the window pops up, it reads the person who sent the message, their port number, which is again like their phone number, and then the message itself. If you want to ignore the message, you can close the window, or if you want to reply to the message, just click anywhere inside the window and it'll take you to the messaging application. Also, there's going to be lame is going to be free. It'll basically, after you buy this, if we ever decide to actually make you pay, after you buy this, you can download lame for free, although it won't work without Jupee shell. And any support ideas, anything, if anybody even cares. And yes, I'm the creator of SyncOS and Halo DS, although Halo DS sucked in Petite Computer. So my inspiration was, well, if we can't make a whole OS by ourselves, why not just make a skin? My dad was kind of telling me that too. So here it is. Not even close to done. If anybody cares, any ideas, support, anything, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.